All right, welcome to your workout. I'm your trainer, Whitney Johns. We're gonna be doing some ankle weights, sculpting with abs, glutes, really sculpting and strengthening the hips, the abductors, the core, butt, all of it. So get your ankle weights, make sure you have ankle weights, a mat or carpet, something soft that you can lean on, and you want a bench or something that you can prop yourself up on, elevated. I also have a water and a towel because I sweat and I need to be hydrated, and so should you. All right, so we're gonna start with a warm-up. We're just going to get a little bit of blood moving for our entire body, and then get our legs and glutes warm as well. So hamstring stretch, reach, really do your best to bring it up to those fingertips, and come down for a hip stretch and a hamstring stretch. Get your breathing going, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Breathing. And good. Now, lateral lunge stretch. Get that nice stretch in the inner thigh and the groin. Good. Now, leg swings. Up on the ball of your foot, and then swing it in front. Good. Now, knee hugs. Here, bring that into your chest. Nice quick hug and release. Good, and now arm circles. 3, 2, 1, and to the front. Good. It's super important to get warmed up before you get into any kind of resistance training. Remember that, guys. All right, we're gonna start with putting the ankle weights on. That is step number 1. And we're gonna go through a couple different circuits. Really get those glutes fired up and really start burning that core. Ankle weight workouts are some of my favorite to do at least one time a week because it is amazing for sculpting, toning, strengthening a lot of the little tiny stabilizer muscles, and really shaping the butt. All right, so first we're going to go into a squat to a side raise, okay? So feet are just a little wider than shoulder width apart. You're gonna squat down and raise it up. Squat, go low and raise. So we're getting our glutes and our abductors here, which are these muscles. Good. We're gonna go 5 more. Keep that core nice and tight on the squat. Good, last one on each side. And perfect. Now we're gonna go onto the bench. We are going to do a rainbow kick on the bench, one leg at a time. So one leg is propped up, one knee is propped up rather, and we're going to raise up, over, and back to the other side. All right, so you really wanna keep your core nice and strong. Try not to sway back and forth too much. Let's go. 1 and down. Low to high to wide. So you really want a huge range of motion here. Really squeezing your glutes. 5, 6, 7. Really pulling that belly button into your spine so you have nice stability in your core. Last one. And perfect. All right, let's go into our other side. And 3, 2, 1, up high, over wide, and back down all the way. Like tracing a full rainbow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Perfect. Really squeezing those glutes. You can really connect that muscle to the movement and focus all of the effort coming from there, engaging and contracting those muscles. That's where you're going to get results. All right. Now we're going to go on to the bench and do bent leg lowers. All right. So what we're doing is you're going to have your hips towards the edge of the bench. Okay. You're going to lie all the way down and scoot the hips to the edge. Now, bent leg, you're going to bring it down, lightly tap the toes, and then slight hip lift. Down, up, lift. Got it? Keeping those knees bent the entire time. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, as you lower those legs, make sure you're really hugging that core in tight, squeezing your abdominals. 6, 7, 8. Nice little hip lift at the top. 10. Good. 5 more. 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Now, on those, making sure that your back vertebrae stay nice and flat against the bench. Okay, you don't want to be arching too much or letting your ribs jut out on those ones. So just do a forearm check next time and check yourself. All right, now, we're going to be lying on our side. We're going to do a lateral raise. We're going to go forward and backwards with this one. So, bottom leg is bent slightly. We're going to bring it forward, 1, and then backward, 1. So it's like a rainbow kick to the side for your abductors. All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Start with forward. Up and over. 1 and 2. 3, we're doing 8 of these. 4, 5, feeling these abductors. 6, 2 more. 7, and 8. Good work. Switch to the other side. I hope you guys are feeling these by now, feeling that burn coming in on your elbow propped up, bottom leg is bent, and bring it up and over. 1, 2, 3, up high and wide. 4, you really want to go for range of motion here. 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Good, that one is great for strengthening those little stabilizer muscles. All right, let's start back at the top. We're gonna go to squat to side raise. Grab your water if you want to. Get a little hydration in before we move on to the next set. All right, guys. Remember, on your squat form, make sure that your knees are not coming past your toes and you're sitting in nice and deep. Squat and raise. Got it? 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really try to stand nice and tall as you do the lateral raise. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to 16. Remember to get deep in that squat. Last 2 and 1. Perfect job. All right, on to the bench. Rainbow kick. This one takes a lot of core stability so that you're not swaying side to side. So focus on your core and then connect to your glutes. Squeeze through your glutes to bring that leg up and over. All right, ready? And 3, 2, 1, up and over for 1, 2, high and wide, 3, 4, breathing, 5, 6, 7, going to 10, 9, and 10. Perfect job. Shake it out, other side, in 3, 2, 1, and up high. 1, 2, 3, how you doing? 4, how's your sway looking? 5, 6, really squeezing through the glute. 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and last one, 10. Perfect job. All right, now, the next one on the bench, we're gonna do the bent leg lowers with that tiny little hip lift. Really focus on your lower abdominals, bringing up the hips for the hip lift. That's where the work is coming from. Get a quick drink if you need. Get in position. Scoot those hips way down. And 3, 2, 1. Keep those legs bent as you lower. 1, 2, 4. Remember to keep that front of your core super zipped up and tight as you lower those legs. 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect job. Now, guys, word to the wise, if you are not feeling a burning by now on any of these exercises, that means your anchor weights are too light. I always recommend to clients to getting the adjustable leg weights so that you can adjust the weight based on the exercise, based on, as you improve and get stronger, or if you're super sore and you need to dial it back in certain areas, it's great to have those adjustable leg weights. All right, now, on your side, we're gonna do the side abductor rainbow. All right, so kicking it up and over. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2. Again, on this one, watching the sway. 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, and 8. Good. Switch sides. Keeping that core nice and tight. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 2 more. And 8. Good. I love what these do for your definition here, adding a little bit of volume into your hips. I love it. All right, now back to squat side raise. Final set here. Let's cruise through. 3, 2, 1, and squat. Raise. Again, super tight, strong core as you go into the squat and raise out of it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6 more. 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Good. Onto the bench. Now, that one was 16 reps. Do you know why it's 16 reps for both sides? It's so that you can get 8 total on each side. Now, typically, to get a strength set, it is 8 reps. For 12 to 15 is hypertrophy. We're really focusing on building strength in our abductors, not necessarily hypertrophy. Just FYI, a little trainer nerd knowledge for you. Okay, you're gonna bring this up and over, rainbow kick, 3, 2, 1, and 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Because on each of those, we are basically doing 2 lifts per 1 rep, right? So that makes your volume a little bit higher naturally per rep. Just cluing you in on my methodology here. All right, other side. 3, 2, 1, up, over, and 2. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. 4, check your sway. I have to check my sway all the time. 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Perfect job. All right, on the bench, hips low. You're gonna do that bent leg lower, making sure that you're holding on nice and tight underneath the bench so that you're super stable. All right? Or if you're at a coffee table or whatever the case may be. All right, 3, 2, 1, and lower slowly and lift. 2, 3, 4, 6. Really pulling that belly button to spine as you lower it so that your core is super engaged, super tight. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Perfect job. All right. Now, we have the side raise, last set. This is the third and final set of the entire circuit, and then we're going to move on to different exercises of torture. All right, bent leg on the bottom, up and over. Ready, and 1, 2, tracing that rainbow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Good work. Got that strength set in with the 8 reps. All right, other side. Bent leg on the bottom. Bring it up and over. And 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, you're almost done, don't give up. Good work. Okay, so for our next round of torture, we're going to be doing 2 sets of these, or at least we're going to try because we're shorter on time. Bicycle with the pulse. So this one's a great one for the core on your back. All right, now, you know bicycle crunch here. What we're doing here is 1, 2, pulse, pulse. Ready? Join in with me. Let's do 20. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, halfway through. Really bring that elbow to knee. Almost there. And relax. Perfect job. Awesome job. All right, now inner thigh. We are going to lay here. Ankles are in, toes are pointed out. Open, drag, and flex the foot in. Point at the top to come out. Flex the foot to bring the ankles in. Ready? Really feel it in your inner thigh. 3, 2, 1, and point out. 1, flex. 2, keeping those toes in opposite directions. Point 4, flex. Point 5, 6, really firing up those inner thighs. 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure your core is nice and tight. 12, 13, 14, 5 more, 4, last 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Perfect job. All right. Now, another core one. We're doing a nice core burner on this. You're going to extend out. Okay. Start with your knees in, okay? Extend out, in, up, down, out, in, up, and down. Got it? Start with your knees bent. You're going to drive those feet out. 1, in, up. 2, in, up. 3, 4, 5, 6, almost there, 7, 8, 9, last one. Good work. Perfect job. Basically, that's like doing 20 reps in one because each rep has 2 movements in it. Got it? All right, now, fire hydrant to kick back. This is the final glute burner. Okay, so on your hands and your knees, making sure that your wrists are directly above your, or directly below, your shoulders. Hips are directly above the knees. Okay, so you're in a sturdy tabletop position. You're going to lift to a fire hydrant, kick it back. 2, kick it back. 3, 4, 5, squeeze in the glutes on each movement. Good, we're going to 10. This is 9. And last one. Good work. Switch sides. You can sit back in your hips, kind of release that, and go onto the other side. Out and up. 2, keeping that core nice and tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Perfect job. Congratulations, you're done with one set. Let's finish the second set, and then we'll be done with the workout, all right? So we're gonna go back into that bicycle pulse. Remember, really deliberate. Squeeze the core, really bring that knee and elbow together, okay? 3, 2, 1, and pulse. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the effort is focused in your core. 12, 13, nice twist. 5 more. Last 2 and 1. Excellent job, perfect. Inner thigh, all right? Hands under your butt. Ankles together, toes are pointed out, all right? Point on the way down, open, and flex it back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suck that belly button into the spine so that your core is active on this one. 8, nice and deliberate. 9, you're really squeezing those inner thigh muscles. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5 more, you got this. Squeeze that core. 4, 3, almost there. 2, and 1. Perfect job. All right, last one for the core. We are almost there, guys. Do not give up now, okay? So, knees are bent. Again, knees are bent. Extend it out, bend, and raise. 1, 2, 3. Make sure those knees are bent back in starting position before you extend them out. 5, 6, almost to 10, 8, 9, 10. Perfect work. Very nice. Last and final exercise, we got the fire hydrant to kick back. Nice tabletop position. It's all about how you start out in your form in the tabletop. And 3, 2, 1, raise that foot up and kick it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, and 10. Last side, and then you're free. 1, up. Squeeze those glutes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Perfect job. You guys are amazing. Congratulations, the torture is over. Come see me next time. Or check out my app, fitwithwhitapp.com for more workouts. And I will see you on the next one.